Hello and welcome to another episode of the Shop Gal podcast video, depending on what you're listening to. We are so excited because we have the amazing, incredible Joanna Hiu.
Oh, thank you so much for having me here.
All the way from Western Australia, which is so exciting. It's pretty cool. It's been an amazing week. So to catch you all up, Joanna's been here for the whole week doing an artist residency, working away, a workshop. We've had a gallery opening night, which has been really amazing as well. Joanna, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, hi, I'm Joanna. I'm from Perth, Western Australia. I'm a botanical artist. I work with pressed flowers, preserving memories through heirlooms, from frames to jewelry, and I've been doing it for 9 years now.
9 years. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Just like, it's such a big journey. 9 years is so incredible. I feel like, have you always wanted to be an artist? Has that been a little bloom within yourself that's always wanted to?
That's such a good question. I know that I've always been a creative at heart.
Yeah.
I've always loved drawing, painting since as long as I can remember. But when it came time for me to go to my further studies, my parents wanted for me to study something safe. So I ended up doing a bachelor's of finance and accounting.
Wow.
Yeah.
So good. So technical.
Yeah, so technical. Like, I know that they wanted like the safe space for me, but coming to Australia to study my accounting degree, I met with so many like creatives, and like the spark for me to create again just bloomed. And yeah, like it just flew from there for me to create, and there was so many opportunities to join like different types of workshops and events, and from there my creativity just sparked again and ignited.
It's so amazing. I find it so interesting because I feel like there's like your work is like so beautiful and so many colors and it's so creative, but as well there's a really meticulous side to making sure everything is so like preserved beautifully and exact. So I find it interesting. It's almost like a bit of an overlap of worlds where you're using a little bit of both sides of your mind to create it, because making something last forever is quite a task.
Oh, thank you so much. Because like the way I see my art is that it's in between art and nature, and like reconnecting with people and their memories. So yeah, pressing flowers, like the whole preservation process, it's very labor extensive, so it takes from 6 to 8 weeks for me to just press the flowers. But it's just having like the little fleeting moment and the memories like captured into their artworks.
It's so beautiful. I was reading, so the exhibition is called Blooming Suburbs, which explores Victoria Park and different communities. And it was just so beautiful reading how you reflect what the community is within the artworks itself as well. If you want to tell us a bit more about it's really cool.
Yeah, so Blooming Suburbs just sprouted from me wanting to reconnect with nature and the communities, because I always wanted to teach floral preservation with people, and that's how it first started. I wanted like a connection with my community, so it started from where I've been living in the town of Victoria Park. I've been living there for going on 5 years now, and like the people that I've met during this time, they were so supportive of my work. So I wanted it to start from there. So I've interviewed from small businesses to communities to people's gardens and transferred them into stories.
It's so beautiful. It's just amazing. Like, I loved how in one you're talking about how the different flowers represent the fish within a community. And one that really stood out to me too was everyone loves, every single person, as soon as they spot the carrot in one of your artworks, they're like, oh my gosh, because it's just this little element of surprise. And you just get that feel of the whole garden. And it's like, I feel like gardens are such a, especially community gardens too, where so many different people can meet and connect,
Yeah.
feel at peace and belong, and that too, which is such an interesting thing in your work, that you're showing everyone coming together as well as what's actually there within the garden at that
Yeah,
time.
that's very interesting, like for you to say that, because like that's like one of the first thing people see and notice. It's a little carrot, like among like all the artworks, and then they just pay more attention and go back to like the first artwork and see like, oh, there's a little seed there. There's also a little tomato. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even see it the first time. So then like we actually like go back and take their time to watch and see each artwork, which like it tells you like to slow down and let go of the control that we're such in an environment where people are so rushed nowadays and we don't really have time to just pause and reflect. So it gives them this time for you to slow down and have a read for each artwork, where I'm very visual in terms of like the colors, but I knew like it needed like a connection between like the visual part of it and the words. So that's why I translated everything into my words.
Beautiful. It's so beautiful how you're taking, it's not just the flowers, but you're taking such consideration to the stories and honouring the conversations that you're having with these people, with the communities.
Yeah.
And it's cool how like for people, because
Yeah.
you have a service as well where you help people take beautiful flowers and keep
Yeah,
them
so
forever.
I help mostly brides at the moment, like capturing their wedding bouquet into like floral keepsakes. And what I love the most about it is it's capturing like all the moments, all the memories from one specific day and giving it like an afterlife. Yeah.
It's so nice, and it's so beautiful because, you know, I think one thing that people always remark upon in the exhibition is like, oh my goodness, I can't believe how well the colours are kept. Because I think, you know, when you've just casually tried to keep a bouquet, like the colours go, they say, but the flowers, they look so alive and beautiful.
Yeah.
They really, it's like it was just of that day, I
Yeah.
think, which is really amazing. People,
thank
they're
you.
like, how is it possible? Yeah, which is very cool for if you're wanting them in a beautiful
Yeah.
frame, and that so you can remind yourself of the actual day forever. Yeah, it's really beautiful.
And like they always tell me like, oh, what's your secret? I'm like, it took me 9 years to get to this point. Like it's not like an overnight process where I just started to press flowers and then that's done. Like it's years of trial and error and documenting the process and seeing what works and what doesn't. And you just have to let it go sometimes. But wherever you do like the same process like 100 times, once it's worked, and then like sometimes it just doesn't, because I'm working with fresh flowers which are kind of alive and they have a mind of their own. So yeah, you just have to accept it sometimes.
Yeah.
But things don't always work
No,
out.
it's nature doing its thing.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, it's amazing. It's like, wow, you're the professional. Yeah. It's just so wonderful to see and seeing, I don't know, people feel so refreshed, I think, looking at flowers and that, and being able to see it in, I don't know, in different settings too. Because, you know, when you're out in the garden, it's a real adventure, you know, you're looking around trying to like see these little things. But I love how you've captured like the smallest little flowers to the
little
bigger
detail.
ones. And you can just take that moment to see it all that might be in such a huge space and in this one little beautiful capture of the overall look of them. It's really
Yeah.
cool. It's
Oh,
good for the soul. I think flowers just,
Yeah.
it's just
It just like
peaceful.
brightens everything, brings like so much joy to every little corner of the world. Yeah.
You do such a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Thank you.
And can you tell us what you've been working on this week as part of your artist residency?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So when I first came here, I was a little bit subtle of what to create, but then like I did let myself have like the space for me to explore what I wanted. So I reconnected with what I loved the most, which is drawing and writing. So I feel like having the space for me to create without pressure, without any deadline, opened up like so many opportunities and ideas for me to just explore and experiment without the pressure of anything. Yeah.
It's so nice. And it's been so lovely having you in the space as well. And I love just guiding people over there like, oh, look, we've got an artist in residence here today. And it's so nice having you there and your work there. And I think it's just a joy because often artists are, you know, we have our own little studios and we're away from everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And, you know, it can be like, oh, you know, having people approach you while you're working, like, oh, what's going on? But it's so fun too. And it's so different for people to experience your work and process in a different way too. I think it's very cool just meeting the artist as well. Like, oh, there's a person behind this in a world of like, you know, lots of things moving towards AI and stuff. It's just so cool.
Yeah.
Like the hand done everything.
Yeah, and like it kind of reminds them of what they used to do with their grandma. I had it so many times, like this past week, people telling me that they used to press flowers with their grandparents, and it just like touches my heart in a way where this is what keeps me going in a way where I want to keep on teaching people like this beautiful art form and like create this legacy where it just goes on.
Oh, it's amazing. And we had a workshop earlier in the week, which was amazing. Like you should have seen the setup. I mean, you probably will see the setup, but it was like just fairies had come here overnight and just laid out a whole table of beautiful petals and that. It was it so fun? Like people were waiting for years for you to teach a workshop in Melbourne.
I didn't expect it. I know like some of the attendees that came to the workshop were like long-time followers. So they've seen my work grew with time. So it's been like, 9 years growing and evolving. And some of them, they waited 2 years for me to finally host a workshop in Melbourne. And once the tickets went out, they just bought it. And I'm just so grateful for these people. Like, the workshop was one of the highlights of this week. And like just starting with the workshop as well, it gave me the boost I needed for this week. And just meeting all of them, like it was just like wonderful.
Oh, it was such a nice atmosphere too.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's kind of like with the workshop, it's, you know, they're coming to experience you as an artist, but also just seeing people connect and have that moment for themselves where they get to like look at these beautiful flowers and learn how to preserve them, and like everyone was telling stories. Excellent. And it was just such a warm and encouraging environment. It was a very beautiful day. I was like kind of one of those little goosebump days where you're like, this is so special, and it's such an honor to have you teach. And it, you know, and it's your knowledge that you've learnt over such a long time as well, that it's amazing that to capture a part of that in a couple of hours is actually very special. It's so cool.
I just love it. Like teaching people for me and like teaching my art, it's a way for me to give back to people. I love it in a way where workshops, like you come and try a different type of art. Some of them were their first time ever attending a workshop, and I feel so privileged to have been the first one. Like for me, like whenever, like it's like from one person attending a workshop to a group of 10, I always know that I need to give it my best. And just like being an introvert as I am and a little bit shy, I know how hard it can be for you to attend a workshop on your own. So I always make it my purpose for you to feel welcomed. Welcome in terms of the way where I would want to be greeted as well. So it's just like a warm feeling to have people around me.
It was just so wonderful. I can't even describe like how much of a lovely day it was. I was like, oh my gosh, it's just one of those, it's just top of the mountain life moments where you're like, it doesn't get better than this, you know, like so gorgeous. It's so nice. It's so good. Yeah, we've definitely had a lot of requests of people like, please list another one. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not surprised. Like, so gorgeous. And have you been enjoying your time in Melbourne? Have you found some little adventure spots or
so actually like traveling to Melbourne is my first like solo trip.
Ooh.
Yeah, and like I've always been traveling with my parents or friends and family. So it's actually like the first time where I'm just on my own. I get to decide what I want to do, figuring out the transportation system, and like whether I get lost or not. Like that's part of a process, and I'm like, I know I'm gonna be fine no matter what. So yeah, it's like finding like a few gems here and there, and I was like just so excited to explore the city.
It's so fun. Yeah, there's so I feel like there's so many different little alleyways and everything. It's always fun to have a bit of an explore, especially when you're being creative. I feel like putting yourself in different environments, you think, oh, I'm getting different ideas just being in a different environment and stuff, which is so nice.
And like the weather has been perfect as well.
Oh, yeah, I think you've definitely brought over that lovely weather. You've done that very, very well. What does keep you feeling like motivated and inspired in your creative day-to-day?
My day-to-day, it's mostly like going for long walks. Traveling has been a big thing of mine, like the last few years. Like just exploring, and whenever I'm going on for a walk, to make sure like I look up, I look at the sky, I look at the trees, like everything that's surrounding me, like anything is a spark for me.
Yeah. It's so good to refresh the soul. I think for a lot of artists, learning what works for you and getting over any like creative block is just absolute gold. Would you have any advice for any people who want to be artists or who are at the start of their artistic journey?
My best advice would be to never stop creating, even when other people don't understand what you're doing yet. Don't take their judgment too close to your heart, and just be curious of the process, enjoy it, and don't feel like it has to be perfect from the start. We all have to start from somewhere, and just take it from your heart and be opened.
That's such good advice. It's such good advice. Yeah, it's so, I feel like it's such a journey. Being an artist. Do you have any you've had such a cool journey. Do you have any career highlights, would you say?
The best career highlight so far is by far my first solo exhibition, which is now touring in the shop at Shop Girl. Like it's been how would I say that? That it's like soul searching when I was meeting so many people from my community and them willing to share their stories with me. Because most of it was so personal, and they were open to opening their hearts and their gardens as well to me. So I feel very privileged and grateful for them to be sharing these little nuggets of life with me.
Oh, it's so special. And it's so cool. I feel like with such like projects like these, you're meeting people that you wouldn't and having conversation that, if it wasn't for this amazing project, I wouldn't be hearing all these beautiful stories, and that it's a really cool thing.
And like it removes like the layers that you usually see from someone that you actually don't know. There's so many layers to a person where you get to know them. You would be amazed by like the things by the things they tell you.
Wow. I feel like it's a book in the making as well. I feel like there's a lot to that.
There's a lot to unpack.
Do you feel like you might explore continue the project in other forms as well?
I'd love to. There's like different ideas popping up, and I'd love to explore all of them. I feel like it's a lifetime work that's waiting for me, and I'm really excited for this journey.
It's so cool. All right, so Joanna, we've seen your setup studio here. Can you tell us a little bit about what your studio is like back home?
Sure. Well, it looks nothing like the one I have here. So it's full of flowers. I have around 40 flower presses.
Wow.
So yeah, so it's like bolts and nuts and like wooden pieces everywhere, but it's all stacked like very organized. Everything is pretty much like clean on shelves. Like I've mastered my way of cleaning and making it look nice. So I'm really good at stacking things.
Oh yeah. so good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's such a cool way to present. I'm so curious about your creative process as well. What would your like typical day in the studio look like?
Yeah. So I'm more of an early morning person. So I would arrive there around 9 or 10, make myself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and it mostly starts with either brides dropping off their wedding bouquets or me picking some flowers from my garden or the neighbor's garden as well. And yeah, the process starts from picking the petals, choosing like the right ones to press, and laying everything out. So a typical like wedding bouquet takes me between 2 to 4 hours to press on the day, and it flows on to like the first week where I like to monitor how the pressing process is going, and it follows through to like 6 to 8 weeks for one bouquet to fully dry.
Wow.
So it's a very labor extensive art form, but I just enjoy the way where it teaches me to slow down and just appreciate like every flower and every petal.
Oh, that's so nice. I just feel like your days would be filled with such beauty and being surrounded by flowers. Dream. It's so nice.
That's the best job, but it's really, really messy. It gets messy very easily.
I'm like, it sounds like the good kind of mess. I'm like, oh, like surrounded by flowers and like, oh no, they're coming from everywhere. It's it's like such a good kind of nightmare, like being overwhelmed. Oh no, I've got too many. It's like, this is so good.
But in between then, there's also the admin part, as you might know, of running like a small business. We're doing the finance, we're doing the marketing, we're doing like all the content creation, and and everything in between with life happening as well. It's just having like the right balance, but I don't feel like I've mastered it yet, but it's a work in progress.
It's a lot of different hats you got to wear. It's so, I feel like getting prepared and managing so many different projects at the same time to managing so many different bridal bouquets. If there is a bride and she's thinking, you know what, I really would like to preserve these. What do they do straight away with it's the day, what's your hot tips for someone?
So I would suggest like if you're thinking of wanting to preserve your bouquet, you reached out to a botanical artist as soon as possible, and also like looking at their past works to see if it matches what you're looking for, as each person and each artist has their own style and description. So it's finding the right person you want to work with.
And so I was reading a little bit how, selecting some different ones from maybe the bridal party as well, significant ones, and keep them to the side. So just make sure you capture them on the day, like don't throw them out.
Don't throw your bouquet out.
No, it gives you more options.
It does. So I always request for any extras from their reception or centerpieces, just in case like your bouquet is always like handled from hand to hands during the day, and it will happen that some of the flowers are gonna get bruised during the way, and like even in terms of like transporting them directly to me, like things happen. So having extras always help.
It's so good. You get some of the general, atmosphere of the day too. Some extra ones, like we love this table of people. We'll have a flower from that table. It's very good. Good combo. And what about some quick fire questions? What's your favorite flower?
My favorite flower is the hydrangeas.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love them.
Oh, why? I want to know why.
They're just like so bulky and big, and I just love like the array of colors, like from green to purple to pinks. And they're just like so like happy flowers to me. I just love them.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I feel like the colours are so amazing with that one too. Like lots of little petals and then they
Yeah.
become this greater
Bulb.
Yeah, and it's so visually from a distance, like
Yes.
so powerful. Danish or croissant being, coffee
croissant.
area. Croissant?
Of course.
Very nice. Did you find any good little spots?
I actually went to one. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah.
That good. I feel like there's a lot of good options, like, just being in Fitzroy and everything.
Yeah.
Favorite color? I feel like there's so much beautiful color in your work.
Ooh, good question. For some reason, I'm leaning towards blue at the moment, but it kind of changes with the seasons. Yeah.
Very nice. Very calming. Train or tram, considering you've been adventuring around?
Oh, tram.
Tram, ding ding.
I'm
That's
loving it.
Yeah, that's good. It's good for our books. My dad's a tram driver, so
Yeah.
I'm like, good answer, good answer. I'm trying to think what else is like a good. Oh yeah, okay. Working outdoors or indoors?
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like it's difficult to answer now that I've spent so much time with you. Like it's so nice to be like coming to a studio here and having someone to talk to.
It's so nice. Yeah, it's been so fun. I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, it's so lovely.
Yes.
It's so fun. It's been like the absolute best week.
Yeah, it's been like so much fun for us to having like conversations across.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's just like, it just brings so much like extra vibrancy
Yeah.
to the space and stuff. And I'm like, oh, what are you working on? Whatever. I love distractions. It's so much fun. It's been like so cool. I'm like, anytime. It's so good. Thank you so much, Joanna. It's so interesting getting an insight on such a different creative process to my own. I'm very used to painting and that kind of thing, so it's really cool. Like, I love flowers and I love the beauty that they have, and it's so interesting hearing a bit more about how you work with them.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for listening or watching to the Shop Girl podcast YouTube channel. It's been so amazing having Joanna. If you love art, if you love amazing exhibitions, if you love beautiful workshops by real artists and local made, worldly celebrated design, fashion, come on down to Shop Girl and find something for you or an experience. Thanks so much. Like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Bye.